Actually, I wish I could sit in front of you and tell you that I thought we executed well tonight. I didn't think we executed very well at all. First of all, I want to start out by giving Coach Norvell and his bunch credit. They had a lot to do with that. They played well. They wanted it more. Their back was against the wall. We knew that coming in. They'd come off of back-to-back losses. I felt like this all week long. I'd felt that this was a big ball game for both teams, but I knew that we were going to get Memphis's absolute best because of the circumstances they were in and reeling over the last 2 weeks. And so I knew that their back was against the wall and they were going to come out. I thought that if we could get out on them early, that we may have an opportunity to grow and keep moving this program and play well. I thought we had a chance that we could have been a game at home that we could have taken care of business, but we didn't. We didn't play well. We didn't execute well in all phases. I thought the only thing we did well today was probably punt, and I thought Jamie punted the ball well. But outside of that, there's not a whole lot that I could really say that I think that we did very well with. We thought we were going to have to, and we felt like we could run the football to come in after watching teams against them and run the ball. And so our game plan was to come in and run the ball, and we obviously did not execute that part of our game plan at all, only rushing for 100 yards and some of that right there at the end. Very disappointed. I am very disappointed. I'm proud that our guys never gave up. I will say that. They fought to the bitter end. We had young guys in there fighting and clawing. We had older guys in there that it does mean something to them. I do know this, that we've played better this year, a lot better. This is the worst we've played this year. So I know straight up that this football team is better than what we put out on the field today. It's disappointing as a coach that was the performance that we put out on this field, and what I thought we had a chance to capture some momentum off the last 2 weeks. But I really feel like that you're going to find out a lot about this football program and this football team this week. I think that how these young men respond, how our staff responds moving forward, I think you'll find out a lot about who we are and what we're about. Again, I think we've played at a high level this year. We've played with exceptional effort, but our guys today, we could not match some of the energy level that we've played in the past, and obviously that's something that we've got to get back in here tomorrow. We'll get back in at work and get back to work on it. We've got East Carolina next Saturday, and really the only thing that matters right now is how we respond. That's it. This event that just happened behind us is over, and it's about how we respond moving forward. So we've got 3 weeks left, and again, we take it one at a time and move forward, and it'll be interesting. I can't wait to get back in here tomorrow. Can't wait to watch the film tonight and correct these things that everybody in that locker room I know is disappointed. The last time I've sat in front of you, the last 2 times I've sat in front of you has been a different outcome. And my message to them in there that our locker rooms have been different each of the last 2 weeks, and it's much different than it is right now in there. And so we've got to respond the right way to get that locker room to where we want to be at after the ball games are over with, so that we've experienced the last 2 weeks. But these guys will respond. They have all year long, and we'll see. I think this is a critical turning point. I say turning point. I think this is a critical time in how our guys respond. Kind of see what we're about, what this season truly is about moving forward. But so again, I'll open up for questions.
The special teams breakdowns, can you address those and what happened there and how big of a hole that puts you in?
Well, we've got a lot of guys that we're moving around. Obviously, you're dealing with some injuries, so you're moving guys around on your special teams. The same guys that play special teams are the same guys that are on offense and defense, and so you That's been an area that obviously today was a huge flaw, to give up a kickoff return when you're able to, as poorly as you started, you're able to battle back, get something going. You're 14-7, and you give it the momentum right back to them. I think that deflated our sails, and you give two sack fumbles. That sets up opportunity, sets up two scoring. They scored 14 points off 2 turnovers. And it's usually 1 or 2 plays after that they scored. So that and a kickoff return, that's 21 points right there. And it's we're better than what we showed right there.
What was your message to your team, or what adjustments did you try to make at halftime?
Yeah, I just, really, my message at halftime was, I was very disappointed. It was very lackadaisical. I thought that we were just going through the motions. I didn't think we were playing inspired. Matter of fact, that's exactly what I told them. I thought we were playing uninspired, as if we have arrived. And you were playing against a team with the back against the wall that was coming out fighting and clawing and knowing that this was a huge turning point for their season. And so we couldn't capture, we couldn't match their energy level. So, and I just said we're playing uninspired. The first half's behind us. Is how we respond to second half is gonna see what we can do. Forget the scoreboard. Let's go play at that point. So.
You've talked this year about Ben Hicks sort of growing up from week to week as such a young quarterback for you. What did you see from him? Not so much in the way he was playing, but communicating, leading, talking to teammates on the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, Ben is just a great competitor, and he was trying to keep everybody engaged and everybody into the game, and we had a hard time protecting for him, and again, when that happens, I didn't think he was on as much as he has been. I think we've missed some throws early. But no, he was his demeanor and body language on the sideline was as good as it could be, and he was encouraging, trying to pick guys up, trying to get the defense rolling, and get those guys going. So, but that was I didn't see that as a problem, more than the fact that we had a hard time protecting for him. We felt like we had to run the football, like I mentioned earlier, to take some pressure off of Ben, and we were unable to do that. Yeah, he's been nagging with injury about the last 3 weeks, and just couldn't do it today. I mean, we tried him early, and just he couldn't get it going. So we had to go with Kamen and Myron. So we'll keep growing those guys and see how that goes. But.
Did you learn more about your team after this kind of a loss, or the loss to Tulsa?
No, I think you learn a lot about your football team. You're sitting here week 9. You're going into your 10th ball game of the season. There's nothing. Everybody's identity across the country is kind of identified, and so it's all about how you respond now. And what I share with our guys, I will find out a lot about where we are as a program this week, and how we respond this week, how this season has been. We'll find out about this group that we got right now this week. I mean, this is a huge week in how we respond moving forward, going out and playing on the road. You have to play well to play on the road, to get a win on the road in this conference. So how we respond, and again, forget the outcome. It's about how our guys are going to respond is what I'm more concerned with moving forward.
Does the margin of a loss like this alter the way you and your staff try to help regroup and get back on track?
Bottom line is we got beat. I mean, we got beat, and I'll give those guys credit. They beat us, and they beat us sound, and but our guys never gave up. I will say that they never gave up. But it's something that, it leaves a little edge about you. There's no question on that. There's a little bit of edge about it. But a loss is a loss. It's how you respond from that event right now. Moving forward is what's going to determine the final 3 weeks of the season.
Can you talk about what happened defensively on some of those big plays?
Yeah, I thought we missed tackles. This is the worst tackling team, or the worst tackling game that we've had this year. Too many missed tackles. Their success rate on first down was unbelievable. If they had 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, over and over and over, you can win a lot. You can do a lot of things when you win first down, and I didn't. Again, I think it goes back. We didn't tackle very well. Again, without just looking at the film. But I was disappointed in that. We haven't had that many missed tackles all year long. And that's something we'll go back in, look at the film, and try to figure out what led to those.
Talking about not executing well, was there anything you guys noticed during the game that they were doing on either side that was giving you guys trouble in being able to execute?
Whatever they wanted to do, really. They ran the ball well. I thought they ran the ball well on first down. And I thought that they did a good job of putting pressure on Ben. They didn't do anything different than what they've shown on film, though. I will say that. And something that we haven't prepared for. There wasn't anything that we weren't prepared for that. We knew that they were a big pressure team on third down, and sometimes they'd pressure on second down. If they did anything, they probably pressured just a little bit on first downs. They did a good job mixing that up, but overall, no, not really. They were able to run the football against us, and I thought right before half. When they were able to drive the ball down, converting third downs. I mean, they were 7 of 16, and I bet you the majority of their 7 of 16 or 7 of the third downs they converted, I bet they did 3 of those on the final drive right before half, and then to score a touchdown right before half, which just kind of summed up. That drive alone kind of summed up the way the first half went. And but again, it's about moving forward now. I mean, that's behind us. It's about our response. I'm very disappointed in the outcome. I know we're better than that. I've seen it. This program has taken huge strides this year, and this is a step back. So, and that comes when you build a program. There's going to be huge gains. There's going to be a step down, and you just got. It's a step back, not a setback. And that's all we are. We step back for just a bit. We're going to regather. We're going to regroup. We're going to come back in here, and we're going to go back to work. That's the bottom line. I mean. And we're going to respond this next week.
What's the first step for next week?
Just getting back in here tomorrow, kind of putting the film up and watching and showing exactly what happened. Calling it like it is. Here it is. This is what happened. They beat us, and we didn't play well. We didn't execute very well, and we didn't follow our plan to win, and which is a great competitive effort. And it's preparing daily with a purpose. It's a commitment to our standard, which is best. We didn't do that. We had 3 steps on our plan to win. We didn't do that. And great competitive effort with technique equals execution. We didn't execute very well because we couldn't establish our run game. We couldn't stop the run, and there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that led to it, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's you're 2-3 in conference. You're 4-5 right now, and you got 3 games left. It's a 3-game season, and we've still got some goals set ahead of us. But our goal right now is to respond the right way.
Anything else?
You took a little, you mentioned before, a step back almost against Temple too, when you guys were able to respond. Does that give you any more confidence or any more anything?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Our guys are going to respond. They will. They have no choice. They're going to respond the right way, and they're going to respond as we did coming out after Temple, after Tulsa. But that's just these things happen. I mean, it happens, and we've got to and I truly say this: we've got to come back in here tomorrow. We got to find out what went wrong and show them and build on it. I don't know. Usually you come back in on a Sunday after a game and you build on some of the positives and show what you did wrong. We didn't do a whole lot good, so there will be a lot of corrections going on tomorrow. We'll get back out on practice field tomorrow, and we'll respond the right way. We got a 11 o'clock kick, 12 o'clock kick Eastern time at East Carolina, and so it'll be a week in which our guys are going to have to. They'll rebound. They'll come back out here and get ready to go. But they have no choice. That's it. Thank you.